global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. A lot is happening in the world, and meanwhile, there is a lot slated for today. We're going to combine several news into one to give you full update on what has happened some few hours ago and what is about to happen take place today. First on the list is the fact that PDP have decided to go on a peaceful protest, especially beginning from FCT, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, of which APC have decided to counter. And the second in the news very quickly as well is the fact that INEC is approaching the court to restructure the portal. The question is why? And they're trying to restructure the portal ahead of the gubernatorial elections. Okay, let's start with what PDP plans ahead of today, 10 a.m. today. Before we go into the news proper, kindly subscribe to our channel. Click on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, will today embark on a peaceful protest to the Independent National Electoral Commission's INEC headquarters in Abuja. The protest is not unconnected to the just concluded presidential election, where the candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Ahmed Bola Tinubu, was declared the president-elect. Recall that different reactions have been trailing the election, both from within the country and outside the country. While some have expressed disappointment that the election was flawed, others, especially the APC members and supporters, have commended the election, saying it was the best. Some have also condemned the commission for conducting the worst election in the history of Nigeria's democracy, noting that the February 25th, 2023 election was marred with irregularities. Recall that INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu had before the election assured Nigerians that the election result will be transmitted directly from polling units to the commission server, but unfortunately, this never happened, prompting many Nigerians to question INEC's credibility and honesty. In an urgent message on Sunday, the director of admin of the PDP presidential campaign organization, Ambassador Ibrahim Bashir, invites PDP stakeholders for a protest march to INEC office today. The protesters, who are expected to dress in black, will take off from PDP Legacy House, Maitama, and are expected to be led by governors and other party stakeholders. The message reads, and I quote, "I am directed to respectfully invite your excellencies, the national chairman, the vice presidential candidates, governors of Akwa Ibom PCC chairman, Sokoto PCC DG, Bayelsa, Edo, Adamawa, Bauchi, Taraba, and Osun State, former Senate President Senator David Mark and Senator Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki, BOT members, NEC members, PDP members, PDP senators and House of Representative members, NWC members of the party, DDGs, directors, deputies, assistant directors of NCMC, members of the PCC, leadership of people living with disabilities, and all other stakeholders to a protest march to INEC office today." Already, Adamu Gaba is already getting very vexed, saying, why would the person of Abubakar allow the person of Dino Malai to put him on the protest that may not all go well? Already, Festus Kiyama is getting angry that they are trying to destabilize the country. FFK is already shouting foul that they're trying to destabilize the peace of the country over what was never rigged. A lot of drama is going on, I must say. But of course, let's quickly find out why INEC is heading to the court with the hope that the portal will be reconfigured. The question is why. Well, the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC will today approach the Court of Appeal, seeking to set aside an earlier ruling concerning the biometric voters accreditation system (BVAS) and other sensitive materials used for the February 25th presidential election. A senior official of the commission who pleaded not to be named said this at the weekend in Abuja. Oh, not the fear. This is coming on the heels of the Saturday's INEC meeting with the resident electoral commissioners (RECs) to review the presidential and national assembly elections, as well as discuss the governorship and state assembly elections slated for March 11. The Commission, as a law-abiding institution, will seek the court leave concerning the BVAS. They have to be reconfigured polling unit by polling unit for the next election. We have to approach the court to grant us leave to do the reconfiguration, as this cannot be done without the court order. The reconfiguration must be done on time, and it will be done manually and will be deployed to the designated PUS, that's polling units, the official said. Report has it that there have been mixed up reactions to the outcome of the election, especially on the real-time transmission of the collected result from the BVAS to the INEC result viewing portal IREV, and they're trying to make sure that this time around, PUs, that's polling units, will be able to transmit online real time so that it will be PU by PU for better understanding. We're going to be seeing this screenshot video where if you check Obiopo, the same Obiopo that they said APC won landslide with. In fact, they gave APC 80,000 and above. But by the time they finish uploading it on INEC portal, what we are seeing is something different. In fact, we're seeing about 70,000 and above for PDP. I mean, sorry, for LP, Labour Party, which before now was a miserly 3,000 and above, just a bit above 3,000. But by the time they finish uploading it, it now looks a bit realistic. Although it should even be more than that, because based on the 12,000 they still gave to PDP, if you to the APC, that's Bola Tinubu's party, if you look at it properly, you will discover that even that 12,000 looks to me that's a bit on the high side. Calculate it one after the polling unit by polling unit, you will discover that it's even a bit high. 12,000 is very high. But initially it was 80,000 they gave to APC. But now it's 12,000. And after that, LP was actually disenfranchised, if there's any word for it. But right now, it's looking a bit real. And I still, some persons are still even arguing that if you check properly, there still should be more. That's just Obiopo. But these are the PUs in Obiopo LGA. Now imagine how, calculate it, you find out that it should even be less for APC. LP. Now this is one in many LGAs that LP have suffered so much slashing of magical wand done by INEC. But INEC is now saying, please, based on what they suffered in presidential, that they would like to manually make sure that people can upload online real time and Nigerians can view what is happening on the portal. But our fear is INEC have always been making promises, and each time they make those promises, they don't keep to it. What's the possibility that by the time they will give them that court order to do that, to reconfigure the portal, what's the possibility that they will not say that by that time that manually it was not completed, so they have to manually upload, which is exactly what we're trying to avoid. And what's also the possibility that in the manual configuration, that some of these things they've uploaded will not begin to mix up, and at the end of the day, Nigerians will begin to see boju, wuru wuru, magical stuff. Maybe we should leave it this way. Personal opinion, maybe we should leave it this way so that we'll see how this thing plays out. Rather than configuring, and they say the reason when they reconfigured it, the whole data mixed up, and right now we have ample time to have made this portal work. You did a sample test with Osun during the time of Adeleke's election. How come you didn't discover these disparities? Why now? Why now are you discovering irregularities? I don't know how Nigerians will play it. Let's see how. Let's put in that comment section.